I'm not sure if we're going or not because my computer just decided to freeze as soon as I clicked start stream. I think we're going. I didn't hear any of the intro, but I think we're going. I'm going to assume we're going, so let's just go with it. Welcome to an early preview, everybody. If you're watching this pre-recorded, after it's gone live, I'm sorry, but I've had a busy day moving to uni, and I'm busy again later tonight. So this has to be early, and it's not because I'm going to Ajun's Q&A. Should we get cracking? I think we get cracking. We have, of course, had some transfers since we last spoke. Liam Miller, Casey Palmer, both doubts for the game on Friday night following late returns from international duty. New signings, Carl Rushworth, Stephen Alzate, Abu Kamara and Mohamed Baloumi are available, although Alzate is unlikely to start because he didn't have a full proper pre-season. And that leaves Andy Smith with his foot injury, Dokan Sinek with his hamstring problem, Ryan Longman with his shoulder, who are both back in light training, and Harvey Cartwright with his wrist, who are out injured still. The referee, it's actually one I've never heard of before. It's one I've never heard of. Peter Banks is his name. Two liners are Ed Smart and Nick Greenhall. The fourth official is Tom Neal. I've only heard of the fourth official before. Haven't heard of any of those three. Not sure if they've come from League One or whatever, but hopefully they're somewhat good. Ben, I'm going to Lincoln at university, so I'm not far away. I'll be back for home games. For stats then, from the Leeds game, 2 shots on target. We had enough chances. We had 9 shots on goal, but we just didn't make good of them. We really, really struggled with possession and passing, and the midfield got bypassed a lot. I think they had less than about 100 passes between them. So it's a struggle. It was a struggle in the midfield, that game, definitely. Like I said, sorry we are rattling through this, but I do need to go out. So Sheffield United, since we last played them, they've had a really, really high turnover of players. Adam Davis is still there, but he's not wearing the number 1 shirt anymore. He's wearing number 17. Mikey Cooper has signed for them from Plymouth this season. He's their new number 1 goalkeeper. They've got Alfie Gilchrist on loan from Chelsea. They've signed Sam McCallum this summer from Norwich. Harry Souttar's come in on loan from Leicester. Harrison Burrows has come in from Peterborough. Anel Ahmedhodzic is still there. Jamie Shackleton's come in from Leeds. Jack Robinson's still there. He's their captain now. And Reece Norrington Davis is still there as well. Ollie Arblaster, he's gone from the fringes, coming out of the academy, to putting himself right in the... Well, he can start games now, Ollie Arblaster. Gustavo Harmer has joined them from Coventry. That was, of course, last season. Callum O'Hare this season has joined them from Coventry, joining up with his own mate Gustavo. We, of course, know that Jesser and Raksaki turned us down. It's a shame, but whatever. Vinicius de Souza signed for them in the Premier League. And God knows what he's like. I don't know anything about him, but he's still there. Tom Davis, of course, formerly of Everton. Andre Brooks through the academy. Rhian Brewster still there. Kiefer Moore, we know all about missing out on that one. Tyrese Campbell now there as well. Chris Wilder back as their manager. So what, from when they were last in the Championship, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 players. It's a really, really high turnover, plus a change of manager. I don't know who's in their backroom staff. I know they've got Matt Duke, who's, of course, former Hull City goalkeeper, as their goalie coach. He's the main one on there, Matt Duke. Known, of course, from his years spent with us in the Premier League. And we'll have a look at the form now. I haven't forgotten how to do these. Where have they gone? I've just moved them to a side. Come on. I've literally just moved them to... Come on, right. Just so I'm saying I haven't forgotten how to do them. I make a meal of getting one of these up. So, the form for Sheffield United then. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 5. Two Carabao Cup games against League One teams. They've won 1 and lost those. In the league, let's go in their first 4, because that's all there is to go off. They beat Preston, drew with QPR, drew with Norwich, and then beat Watford. That game was fiery, let's just say. Us, yet to win, 3 draws and a defeat in the league, losing to Leeds, and then we lost to Sheffield Wednesday's reserves in the cup as well. And that leaves the league table looking, it's gone down a little bit like this. We sit in 19th place, outside the relegation zone by a point. Luton's still yet to pick up a win. That game against Cardiff in a couple of weeks, that's a must win. That's a must win. And then Sheffield United sitting in 8th with 2. They're still yet to be beaten. And if I'm honest, I don't see that run coming to an end anytime soon. Around the grounds, we are the 8 o'clock kickoff on Friday on Sky. Then that leaves Leeds against Burnley and Oxford versus Stoke. Oh, there's a third, 12:30. Millwall versus Luton as the 12:30 kickoffs on Saturday. The 3 o'clocks are the rest of the games. They are Middlesbrough versus Preston, Derby versus Cardiff, Plymouth versus Sunderland, Sheffield Wednesday versus QPR, Swansea versus Norwich, Watford versus Coventry, and Blackburn versus Bristol City on Saturday. Then on Sunday, it's Portsmouth versus West Brom at 3 o'clock. The memorable match I've chosen is the last time we beat these lot, I think. Or if you don't count the League Cup win on penalties, it's the last time we beat these lot. Which bodes well. It's February 2018 and Nua Dicko scored the only goal of the game that day. He started up front in the team which also consisted of... Alan McGregor in goal, back for Oleraina, Michael Dawson, the captain, Angus MacDonald and Max Clark. Midfield 3 of Seb Larson, Jackson Irvine and Evandro, with Bowen and Diamande, the wingers, and Nua Dicko up front. The bench was David Marshall, the goalkeeper, Michael Hector, Kamil Grzycki, John Torral, Fraser Campbell, Fraser Campbell, Fikayo Tomori, and Kevin Stewart, of course. They're going in squad number order there, Joe. Come on. Nigel Atkins, the gaffer, was he at Sheffield United? He wasn't at Sheffield United, was he? I'm frazzling my brain. Was he at Sheffield United? Yeah, he was at Sheffield United. I'm not making that up. He was at Sheffield United before he joined up with us. Former Tiger there on the bench for them, Clayton Donaldson. And up front for them, Billy Sharp. No comment. And then the last time out was when Tete got sent off for fighting with McBurney. Lost 1-0. Dan Jefferson scored in the 4th minute. Team, Ingram in goal, back for Coyle, Jones, McLaughlin and Greaves. Midfield was... Christie was on the wing that day, wasn't he? Or was it a 5 at the back? I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. Anyway, it was Seri, Doherty, Christie, Slater, Connolly and Estupinian and the rest of the team. Was that a back 5? Was that a back 5? Was that a back 5? I don't know. Anyway, the bench was Lotta Tala, the goalkeeper, Elder, Tufan, Woods, Longman, Tyler Smith and Benjamin Tete, who of course got subbed on. And then got sent off. Not bitter at all about that one. Christie was right wing. Yeah, okay, thank you. Do you reckon Balumi or Kamara starts? Yes, I do. We'll get onto that in just a second. after we've looked at my belter of a shared shirts, which is a belter, and of course the record, which I've just said doesn't look good. We haven't won against them since February 2018. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses out of 6, and the one that wasn't a loss was a draw. Brilliant, that. Brilliant. Gives me loads of confidence. Gives me absolutely loads of confidence. Why isn't that up? That is now up. Shared shirts. This is brilliant. Ahmed Fatty. Do you remember him? No, me neither. I didn't even know he was at Sheffield United until I was looking through who played for both. And then I was like, hang on, Ahmed Fatty played for Sheffield United. Let me Google that. And he did. He was with them for 3 games in the 2006-07 season in the Premier League. And that was that. That was literally that. He joined us on loan from Al Ahly in 2013 and played 7 games. Failed to score for both of us. But yeah, Ahmed Fatty. Ahmed Fatty. That's a name. I mean, he's a niche City player sit in my mind constantly. I can just find myself going through a normal day thinking, I wonder how Martin Samuelson's doing today. I wonder how Nick Proschwitz is getting on. What's Diamersi Mbakani up to? So obviously I know Geddo, another one. But Ahmed Fatty is one I was looking at a bit ago. I was thinking about him. Where did he end up? I didn't know he was at Sheffield United before us. And Marsh, I agree. I would definitely take a point. But do I think we'll get one? Let's see. This is my predicted lineup in the 4-3-3. I think he'll chuck Rushworth straight in. It's unfortunate for Panda, but I think Walter's a risk taker. He'll do it. Coyle at right back, 2 centre backs. I think Hughes will come in alongside Alfie Jones. Giles at left back, central midfield. Abdush will move centrally, more advanced. Please. Gustavo Puerta will come in for his debut, and Oscar Zambrano will be the holder. On the right, Abu Kamara wearing number 44. On the left, Liam Miller, I think, will be deemed fit. And up top, Chris Badia. On the bench, Panda, McLaughlin, Malem. It's really harsh on Malem to drop him, but I think he will because Abdush, I think, is just a better player. He's little, diminutive, tricky, fast feet. Alzate on the bench, Drama, Slater, Balumi, Casey Palmer, and Mason Bairstow. That's what I think. In terms of predicted score, I think it could get bloody, very bloody. I'm expecting it to be something to 0. I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be 3-0 Sheffield United. And I said Wednesday there as well, didn't I? Let me off. I'm knackered. I think it's going to be Hull City 0, Sheffield United 3. I don't like saying it, but I think honesty is the best policy. We're in bad form. We've not gelled. Got a lot of new players against a team fresh out of the Premier League. Yeah, I'm so not confident. Right, thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you for the vlog at some point. Tomorrow. It'll be late, probably. Right, see you later, everyone. Take care, up the Tigers, all that. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.